The Disney cruise looked like a dream online, but after going, there are a few things no one tells you about. We were on the preview sailing of the brand new Disney adventure in Singapore, and today I'm going to break down what it's actually like. The good, the not so good, and the tips I wish I knew before going. This is a cruise to nowhere. If you've lived through COVID times, you might be familiar with this type of cruise, but basically the ship does not dock. So you're on board the whole time. All your entertainment, activities, sleeping is done on board. And even though the ship is going to be docked in Singapore for the next 5 years, everything on board is charged in US dollar. USD, baby. That's because Disney is a US franchise, so you want to make sure you budget for everything. Oh, and I should mention there is like an 18% gratuity charge on top of things. Things will add up quickly, from the $49 Mickey ears to the $10 laundry. Your wallet's definitely gonna feel it. My big tip from a mum of two is to bring all your Disney merchandise with you. I'm talking t-shirts, princess dresses, Mickey ears, toys. Basically, make sure that your kids have their own Disney merch because they're gonna see other kids wear it and they're gonna want it, and it's gonna cost a bomb. Also, another really cool thing I saw people do on board is decorate their doors. The door is magnetic, so people bring magnets to decorate their door. It makes it a little bit more fun and Disney festive so that your kids can find your room easily down those long hallways. People have been decorating their doors. Some people go overboard, but it's so festive, it's so Disney. Wow, this door. I wish we did that. We're gonna do that next time. We're gonna come back on the cruise. We have to now. Now let's talk about the rooms.
We have checked in and I'm sure you guys are dying to see what the rooms look like. So time for a room tour. This is the layout of a stateroom. It's got a queen bed, but it's also has a fold out sofa bed, which the staff can set up for you. So in this room, you can fit our whole family. It would be cramped, but it's possible. Behind me, we can see the lovely city with Spider-Man. And then you can see just like little Disney touches throughout the room. It's quite nice. On this side of the room, we have the TV. Great entertainment for the kids. It's got like the Disney shows, everything you need to know on board. You can just access it via the TV. Here is going to be my makeup station. It's got a little hair dryer, a little seat for me to get ready in the morning. Inside, there's already the charging ports, a universal power point. What is this? Oh, this must be like a fold out table in case you want to have some food, or I don't know, the kids want to like dine and watch TV in the rooms. But the restaurants here, I heard they're pretty amazing. Here is the sofa, the fold out bed sofa. Pretty comfy. I think I'll sleep on here with Desmond. And then let's go to the rest of the room. Guys, the lights are flickering. This is the entry. We have on this side a little, oh, a Parker coffee. Wow, they are fancy with the kettle. Gosh. Okay, we've got some coffees. We've got a safe right here. This drawer's a safe. It's got a little fridge. You can pop your drinks and snacks. We've got a full length mirror here. And then these two doors are the Chamber of Secrets. Inside door number 1 is a bathroom. Oh, it is snug in here. I feel like I'm in a capsule hotel. So we've got the vanity, and then on this side, there's a shower. If you've never been on a cruise, this is pretty standard. Well, actually, this is a very nice bathroom compared to the other cruises we've been on. But the bathrooms are quite compact. But what's good about this one is that the toilet is separated. That's actually a huge plus when you're traveling with kids. Separated toilet, yes, yes, yes. I just noticed there's also like a curtain. So it breaks up the bedroom from the living room. Great for families. Back at our hotel, and look at this towel swan waiting for us. Also, they set up the sofa bed, so this is what it looks like. Now, for families that do want to splurge and have a little bit more space, I did get to take a peek at the suites, and my, they are pretty impressive. There's the Elsa room with these bunk beds that Lila absolutely loved. In there's multiple rooms. We also looked at the Jasmine suite, which was the perfect size for our family if
we had the money. Let's face it, most of us are going to be in the staterooms, but it doesn't really matter because there's so many things to do on board that you're probably only going to spend time in the room to sleep, shower, and do your business. A pro tip I can give you with the rooms is that the main area of the ship where the shows are on is the Imagination Garden, and there's rooms with balconies that face the stage. I don't know if you can actually go online to find out which one, but if you're too lazy to go down and fight the crowds, you can actually watch the shows from your balcony. So it's super convenient. You can watch the Avengers show, Duffy and Friends, and even exercise in the morning with Baymax. The only thing is you got to put up with the noise. I assume it's going to be pretty noisy because that is the life and center of the ship. Otherwise, if you have little ones that need to nap in quiet, pick the room with the ocean facing balcony. If you do go for the premium suites, you'll unlock a different side of the ship. You get to experience the exclusive concierge, private pools. There, I would imagine it to be less chaotic and more calm and peaceful. Now on board, there is plenty to do and see. Honestly, I don't think you'll even make it through everything during your stay. It will get chaotic, but I do have some strategies to share to make your trip as efficient as possible. A must do is book everything in advance. Usually leading up to your trip, you'll have options to book a few experiences. If they're available, book them before you go on. Otherwise, after you board, you can start booking experiences like the character meetups, the high tea and stuff on your app. So please download the app. Usually we just don't like to plan, but honestly, if you sleep on this one and go have lunch instead, you're gonna miss out on all the experiences and then your kids will be very disappointed. So please book ahead. There's also 2 shows at the Walt Disney Theatre that you guys must see. So definitely book that. And I would suggest to pick seats like not too close to the stage, because surrounding the stage, like there's a whole like light up screen and it just feels very immersive. So if you're too close, you might not be able to see everything. So go a bit back further, maybe the aisles would be better. Go 15, 20, even maybe 30 minutes before the show to grab your seats.
So was the show good or was it bad?
Speaking about shows, there's also shows happening around the ship. So in the Imagination Garden and also Wayfinder Bay, there's a Moana show. We were super excited about that, but it was brutal, guys. When we went to watch the Moana show, around there is no shade. So please bring your umbrella, bring your hats, your sunnies, sunscreen. Honestly, a lot of people just grabbed towels and sat there with towels over their head to get through the show. So take my word for it, bring an umbrella. Otherwise, there are seats near the bar, like literally like I think 2-3 tables, but they were taken up. So if you want those, go extra early, half an hour, even more, just sit there, camp for it. Otherwise, I think you could catch a show in the evening as well. Do not go during the day with little ones. The heat is brutal. When it's too hot to be outdoors, the place you can check out is San Francisco Street. It's a Neo-Tokyo subway design. It's indoors, there's aircon, there's an arcade that's free to play. You can even watch Disney movies in their cinemas. On board, there's little mini activities and activations happening throughout the day.
So at Disney Lounge, this is like a family trivia place. They play games here. There's karaoke rooms. There's also open mic karaoke's. They teach you how to like fold those cool towel animals that you get in your hotel room. So a perfect space to hang out with the kids and very family friendly. This place is called The Edge. This is for the teens, the youth. If they want like a cool space to hang out in, they come here.
Now, if shopping is your thing, there are shops on board so you can stock up on Disney merch, souvenirs.
Disney fans, there's loads of shopping on board. Lila! She's walking backwards.
There's special edition coffees and teas that you can only find on the cruise. Just keep in mind, they're all in USD. Now, if you've done your research, you would know that on board there is a roller coaster. And I think it is the first or the longest roller coaster at sea, so it's pretty impressive. But what you probably don't know is that there's been some delays or like safety issues, so the roller coaster hasn't been operating fully and there's been lots of complaints online. So my tip is don't promise your kids or even get your hopes up for riding this roller coaster. On the preview cruise, only selected KOLs, influencers and media people got to try it out. However, there are other rides on board. There's two that we took Lila on. We went after 10 a.m. and it was already hot to the point that they had to put towels down in the cars for us to sit so that we won't burn our bums. If you're gonna do this early or in the evening. If you're looking for a place to cool down, there are pools throughout the ship and there's a little splash zone for the little kids. So Desmond loved that. For babies and toddlers, it's a great space. For slightly older kids, I think 3 or 4 and above, there's more of like the water playground. Unfortunately, our Lila was a little bit too small to ride the slides, but they looked pretty fun too. An experience that we did drop some serious cash on was the princess makeover at Bippity Boppity Boutique. I'm embarrassed to say how much it cost because it was like $230 USD for this 30-minute makeover, but Lila did get to keep her dress. They did her hair, makeup, she got some glitter nail polish, a wand, a tiara and a bag. So that pretty much unlocked a core memory for her. Afterwards, we did go to a high tea where you can meet the princesses. And I think this is definitely worth splurging on because if you've seen any reviews online, people have been complaining that there's not enough characters or Disney princesses roaming around. So you don't really get that photo op. On the app, you can book in for a photo session. But honestly, when we saw the line at the preview cruise, it was so long. So I can only imagine what the other cruise and the paid guests would have to go through. But if you book the high tea, the princesses walk around and you get time to spend to talk with them and then snap some photos. Now, as you can see, there's plenty for the kids to do on board.
This is Toy Story land. And don't eat it. Don't eat it, please. No, stop eating it. Even the kids' toilets look cool.
Check this out, automatic hand washer. What? Whoa! He likes it. But what about us parents, us adults? It's our holiday too, right? Well, I have good news. If you have kids, you can drop them off at the kids club. So I think ages 3 to 10, you can go to the Oceaneer Club. So in there, there's playground, there's games, there's all these activities happening and the staff are super friendly. Honestly, Lila didn't want to leave. We dropped her off there twice and she just loved it.
Just dropped Lila off at the kids club. I feel like this is a lifesaver. Dealing with 2 kids, it's a handful, but when you can drop one off, you're playing parenting on easy mode. Right, Desmond? Now it's just you.
If you have younger kids, there is a nursery, so from 6 months to 3 years old, you can drop them at the nursery. However, this is paid. The Oceaneer Club, that's complimentary. So if you do want to use a nursery, you pay by the hour. We dropped Desmond off and he lasted a good 45 minutes before he lost his marbles. But at least we had some time to do laundry.
Kids are occupied now. I gotta do some laundry. It's 24-hour laundry somewhere. I gotta find it.
There is a self laundry mat on board.
Wow, it's like a full-on facility in here.
You can buy the detergent and the dry sheets there. All up, it cost about, I want to say like 10 to 15 USD. Here's a tip from my mama. Bring your own detergent because it will save you a few bucks. And if you're washing like kids' clothes, you're using like special sensitive skin detergent, they don't offer that on board. So bring your own. There's also no iron in the room. So if you need to iron something, you would go up to this level. So if you're packing, maybe just bring like easy, free-flowing clothes that you don't need to press. Oh, also it does get cold on board because of the AC. It gets quite cold, so please pack a light jacket, a cardigan, something warm for the kids, but then also pack hats, sunnies, sunscreen because outdoors it's brutal. Around the ship there's not a lot of shade, so you want to be sun safe or just bring an umbrella. When we were on the cruise, our family ended up getting sick on the 2nd and 3rd day. Like I felt nauseous, I had body chills, and the kids, they ate too much ice cream and cold drinks and they had a cough. My advice is to bring a bag of meds, like anything you can think of, like just pack an emergency kit because that will save you a visit to the doctor on board, which costs only $150. Yeah, so be prepared. If you're not traveling with kids, well, there's plenty for you to do. There's lots of lounges, bars, hang out, chill out spots all around the ship. There's also adult only restaurants that you can dine at. These have an extra fee, so if you do want to splurge, you can check it out. We went to Palace for brunch and it was pretty good.
Now on board, there are specialty restaurants that you do have to pay for as well. Today we're at Palo. This one is inspired by the film Luca and we're kid free. We're having like the quickest brunch.
We're gonna scoff this down.
We're gonna scoff this down, so we're excited. But yeah, there's a couple of different restaurants. There's Mike and Sully's that serves Japanese food. These are the specialty restaurants which aren't included in the package, but you can just top up and experience that if you're keen.
If you want to treat yourself, definitely visit their spa. Whoa, wow, it's so nice. Their treatment rooms are amazing. They do facials, body treatments. Check out this room. It's like sand and it will heat up as you're laying there and the masseuse will massage you. I've never seen that before. They also have a rainforest area which has the saunas. There's a steam sauna, hot sauna, indoor pools and even cold pools. Also, what's great about the Disney cruise is that they have 24-hour room service. Usually 24-hour room service is kind of rare. So it's really helpful that they have this, in the middle of the night. If you don't want to go out, you can order room service. But there is a catch. It can take up to an hour for your food to arrive, and honestly, calling the room service, you're on hold for quite some time. So if you have hangry kids, my advice is to go to the quick servery restaurants. There's a bunch of them on the ship, so you can get things like kebabs, pizza, Asian rice bowls, Indian cuisine, burgers, hot dogs. All these restaurants are complimentary, so you don't need to pay extra for, but you should check the opening hours on your app because it does change. Not all of them are open at the same time. As for beverages, there's drink stations all around the ship. You can get soft drinks, water, your tea, your coffees. They provide paper cups so you can use that, or just you bring your own bottle and fill it up.
Look at Lila. What are you drinking from? Hey, hey.
Look how they die.
There's also an ice cream area where they serve soft serve. It's kind of dangerous as a parent. We were trying to avoid that area so the kids wouldn't want too much ice cream.
I got him a baby version. Am I a bad mom? Or am I the best mom?
For dinner, they have rotating dining, meaning they assign you a restaurant and you get to experience different ones each night. Yeah! He's clapping also. Who's clapping? Dinner tonight is at Animator's Palette. It's an interactive restaurant, and actually what's really interesting is that the servers that you have follow your family, because when you're on the cruise they actually rotate you every night so you can experience one of their different restaurants, and the waiters, they follow you, so they get to know your family, they get to know what you guys like, how you guys like to dine, and they're a part of our Disney Cruise Line memory. Oh, hello.
How are you doing?
Good. Are you coming to take a photo? We're getting all those angles. Thank you, Addie. At this restaurant, we got to see our drawings come to life on the screen. A pro tip I can give you here is to ask for the Mickey bars. They're iconic, so I feel like you guys just have to try that at the end of your meal. On another night, we dined at Navigators Club where the kids got to meet Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Daisy Duck. Desmond was literally chasing the characters down.
The Disney hug is real. Lila did not want to let go. I think that was like the longest hug ever, but Daisy did not let go.
And now as for the food quality, my advice is to get your servers recommendations. They typically know like the best or the most popular dishes. In my experience, I feel like the Asian dishes underperformed. So I think if you were to opt for the Western options, it's a safe bet. But yeah, the staff are super friendly, super accommodating. And I'm pretty sure our waitress, she was cutting up Lila's food. If that isn't top notch, I don't know what is. An experience that's definitely worth staying up late for is the fireworks. It started around 10 and that's a little bit late for our little kids, but we stayed up. It's a Lion King themed firework. And the staff told me that this is the only cruise ship at sea that offers fireworks because their fireworks are specially made because once they go up in the air and they fall, they actually feed the fish. A really good tip here is to avoid the top deck. Everyone will be crowded around the top deck, but listen to me, this is important. Find the pizza place, grab yourself some pizza, sit next to the pool in the open area, and that's like the perfect spot. It's not crowded, you can see the fireworks and enjoy your pizza, have a seat if you really want to. No need to fight the crowds. Would I go again? Honestly, yes, I would. And we actually did book on board because you get 10% off and you could use your credit in the next 2 years. So our plan is to wait 2 years when the kids are a little bit older and then experience it again in a different light, because I feel like with Desmond, he's only 15 months and there's very little things that he could do. I mean, he didn't even want to stay in the nursery, right? The perfect age was about Lila's age, around 3 and up. Like, they are aware, they'll remember the experiences. Lila recognized all the princesses, knew all the stories, so she really enjoyed it. So trip number 2 is definitely in the works. Will we get a sweet? Probably not, but don't tell my kids. That's all the tips that I have for you so far. Jot them down, plan your trip, make life easier. If you found this video useful, make sure you subscribe, share it to other fellow family and friends, and I shall speak to you guys next time. Bye.